Now we have an actual trailer for Bruce's concert film documentary. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, but I kind of love it. Let's watch and listen to it together.
Change. How do you change yourself? We've got a 100-year-old barn filled with the best kind of ghosts and spirits. We got to play for a few friends. You never know what's going to happen with new music.
Had enough of heartbreak and pain.
Live performance, by the way, not recorded.
Had a little sweet spot for the rain.
He sounds amazing. He sounds amazing.
Lose yourself or never find yourself. The older you get, the heavier that baggage becomes that you haven't sorted through. So you run. I've done a lot of that kind of running.
Thumb stuck out as I go.
I've spent 35 years trying to learn how to let go of the destructive parts of my character.
Hey, I'm just traveling up the road.
And I still have days when I struggle with it.
Catch me now, 'cause tomorrow I'll be gone.
We all have our broken pieces. Emotionally, spiritually, in this life, nobody gets away unhurt. And we're always trying to find somebody whose broken pieces fit with our broken pieces and something whole emerges.
You lose track of time. It's all just storms blowing through. Like wild horses.
A certain kind of magic took place.
Chasing wild horses.
The music began to take on a life of its own. Life's mysteries remain and deepen. Its answers unresolved. So you walk on through the dark, because that's where the next morning is.
Tonight the Western Stars are shining bright again.
Walk on through the dark, because that's where the next morning is. Shut up. My goodness, that looked amazing. Dear God. Super, super excited for this one. We told you previously here on the Morning Show with Anthony that Western Stars live piece, film, I don't even know what to call it, but I love it, will world premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival in September and then open wide in theaters in October. I'm not sure exactly how wide of a release this will get. It might be hard to come across on theaters, but we'll definitely be talking about it more once it hits the big screens. God, I just love that. I just love that. Easy to lose yourself or never find yourself. The older you get, the heavier that baggage becomes that you haven't sorted through. So you run. I've done that. I've done a lot of kind of that running. Just some of the things he says. We all have our broken pieces emotionally, spiritually in this life. Nobody gets away unhurt. And we're always trying to find somebody whose broken pieces fit with our broken pieces and something whole emerges. Jesus, if this guy's not in his best form ever, I don't even know. I don't even know what you're expecting. And shot beautifully, like directed by Bruce and Tom Zimney. They co-directed, but just visually looks stunning. Beautiful wide landscapes of the West. Bruce sporting a Stetson. Look like the Marlboro Man a little bit on some of those shots. But that mirror shot and some of the orchestral arrangements behind his words, oh my God. And the old footage of him and Patty and them performing on stage today together. It's kind of sweet. I really love it. Really, really love it. I didn't know that they gathered around in a 100-year-old barn too. That's kind of awesome. They really did in today's era to be able to pull off a whole entire film without that leaking out. That's kind of amazing. That really is kind of amazing. Kudos to Bruce. He is doing some of his best work and taking advantage of some of the tools of our time, being able to just, put out a film like this instead of, going out on tour. I think it's really cool. Again, we kind of talked about this with Neil Young when he canceled his tour to focus on some film projects. The fact that everybody's running around with tablets and phones and Netflix and Hulu and Amazon subscriptions and consuming a lot of content, it does kind of make sense to go this route. I'm not advocating for the end of touring. I'm just saying, when those scenarios come up where, hey, I can reach more people digitally, take advantage of them, but definitely go back out on tour. You cannot deprive us of an E Street Band tour, which we're hoping to get along with a new E Street Band record and Bruce next year. Looking forward to that and more. We'll keep you updated right here on The Morning Show with Anthony if anything else breaks on this one.